Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys Magic. This is Hunter, Steven, and Shane. Say what up, guys.
Hello.
What's up, nerds?
We are back doing another video of even more Final Fantasy spoilers. That's right, still trekking along. You guys excited for these
Oh
today?
boy,
I'm ready to do the commander grades at this point.
we're almost
There
there.
are a lot of legendaries after today's video. We are at 159 legends. That's right. Almost at the end. I'm still saying 160. We will see if they just messed up that whole total. But let's go ahead and get started. Before we do, just remind everybody, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because you do not want to miss out on all the videos, because starting Monday, that's right, those upgrades for all the precons are coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and get started with some new cards. This first one is called Summon GF Cerberus. It's 2 and 2 red for a 3/3 enchantment creature saga dog. First lore counter says Surveil 1. Its second lore counter says double. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. And the third and final lore counter is triple, which means when you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it twice. You may choose new targets for the copies.
Okay.
This is a very good card,
Hit a
and
dog.
let me tell you, this is going in everybody's extra turn deck.
No way. I hope not.
Seems
And I wish it was single,
pretty
double,
nuts.
triple.
I mean, it is Surveil 1.
That's
It's
Yeah,
single,
but
I
like,
guess.
I want to copy, then copy twice, then copy 3 times.
That's
too
that's
many copies.
crazy.
Oh, it's not?
It is crazy.
It is kind of funny that the triple only copies twice though. Like a
It's
triple double.
true. But you're getting 3 spells.
Ah, got it.
Nah, I want 3 copies.
But no, like I said, definitely one of those extra turn decks. This card just is going to make the table miserable.
It certainly will. And then, what if you can recur this dude? Oh my god.
Yep.
Or if you can manipulate those counters? Oh my
Unlimited
god.
turns.
I
Oh,
don't think there's going to be a way to recur an enchantment creature. That's
definitely
just not
not.
a thing.
It's too specific, yeah.
Just as a reminder, similar to way shrines are not creatures, sagas are not creatures. So even though it's an enchantment creature, saga dog, saga is the enchantment type, not creature type. Which
Hmm.
I think they should throw that in there. This is a little extra. It's cool though. I think this card is nuts.
Yeah, this is going to slot into a lot of my decks, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, this Spellslinger too. I mean, doesn't even have to be
Mhm.
extra turns, but yeah, this is pretty good. Especially if you're in mono red and standard. I mean, getting those pump spells twice, 3 times. That's
Yeah.
pretty much a game finisher.
Give you the high end of a
Mhm.
red deck.
But let's move on to the next card. This is a new equipment. This is the Masamune.
Masamune.
Masamune. I like it. It's 3 mana for legendary artifact equipment. It says as long as equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. It also says equipped creature has if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you own to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. Equip cost of 2.
That's a little cool piece of text to see on there, the emblem.
It is.
Hmm.
Obviously, this is very, very made for Sepheroth with those emblems that are death triggers. This is his sword, I guess. But yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I believe
It's a
you.
very long sword.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just attach this to any Blood Artist effect or anything like that, and you get double those effects. So,
Hmm. Pretty
Man, I'll
good.
be honest with you. I really want to put this on like an indestructible creature. I think that is just make it huge. Oh,
I mean, yeah, if it has a dying trigger, then yeah, definitely. Um, I think this card is going to see a lot of play in those aristocrat strategies. I'd be really interested. Unfortunately, Riley's not here, but I would like to hear their take on this card because equipment, not their favorite type of card type, but maybe if it does the thing they like to do, which is aristocrats, maybe they're in for it.
I mean, like I like the. Obviously, this is meant for like a aristocrat style decks, but I I don't even know if I care if I put it in a deck like that. I think you put this in kind of like a deck that just has like huge creatures and they have to be blocked.
Yeah.
Like this just says, hey, your creature, not here no more.
No, yeah, that's true. I guess you can just creature removal with this basically on big creatures. Obviously, this is good for Voltron too.
Yeah, first strike Death Touch would be nuts too.
Yeah.
All of the equipment. Cool, Shane. What do you think?
I think it's a big sword.
You're not wrong. It is a big sword. I think we can move on to the next legendary creature. This is Wandering Minstrel. It is a green and a blue for a 1/3 legendary creature human bard. It says lands you control enter untapped. It also says at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature token that's all colors. It also has another ability where you can pay 3 white, blue, black, red, green. Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of towns you control. Towns. Of course, they're going to throw in one of these that care about the specific land types of the set. I feel like they do that quite often.
How many towns have we seen so far?
There's a lot. There's definitely a lot. I think there's over or close to 10.
Okay.
Plus, there's
mean-
other ways to make everything lands, which are now towns.
Here's my thing. I think the towns for me have been good and bad. I do like the fact that you can cast the spell side and then just play it as a land. I like this card, but I don't like this card. And I don't know, it's hitting that part of my brain where it's very indecisive.
Very indecisive. I mean,
I like Wooburg, and I just every time we get another Wooburg commander that just cares about one thing, it's a little unfortunate.
I just looked it up. There are 23 towns.
Holy crap.
That's a bit better.
Oh, there's 23 of your lands.
Yeah.
Well, not only
So-
that, dude. The other things like everything's an Omo in this deck would be nuts.
Almost a perfect
Yeah.
inclusion in this deck.
Yeah.
Also, most of the towns enter tapped. This just says no, they
Not
don't.
Omo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
I mean-
say that is the really strong thing about this card. 2 mana lands you control enter untapped. We always say tap lands are getting cut from every single one of our
Yeah.
decks. You have this, you don't care.
True.
Yeah, you really don't.
Like budget friendly.
But I will talk more about this card in our commander grades video. Pretty interesting 5-color commander. But yeah,
Agreed.
let's move on to another rare. This is another summon. This is a summon Brynhildr. It's 1 and a red for a 2/1 enchantment creature, Saga Knight. Its first lore counter says chain, which means exile the top card of your library. During any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. And then its second and third final lore counters say when you next cast a creature spell this turn, it gains haste until end of turn.
Pretty strong
Pretty good,
2-drop,
yeah.
dude.
I'm kind of here for this.
Yeah.
Pretty good 2 mana drop, yeah, for sure.
This is
I
like
mean, it's a
even
little
standard, dude.
unfortunate. Yeah, I think standard this sees play. I think it's a little unfortunate just because obviously you only get the top card of your library. So, like, I guess if you get a land, oh well. But it is nice that most of the time you see cards that says you can play this until your next end step.
Yeah,
This you got at least 3 turns.
This is fantastic. Like I said multiple times in multiple videos, X on the top card is bad if it says cast, but this says play, which means you're right, Steven. You do get to hit those lands if you need them.
Yeah.
Just extra card on top of this card is good.
What does mono red want, dude? Haste creatures? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Give your next creature. So unfortunately, it doesn't give multiple if you chain off creatures haste, but that first creature
Oh no.
haste.
Yeah.
I
Good
name
card.
in blood a pact of flame.
Good card, good.
Yep.
Moving on to the final rare we're talking about today. Steven, we have a Demir card. Is it going to be good? Let's
Oh
find out.
God, here we go.
This is Golbez Crystal Collector. It is blue and black for a 1/4 legendary creature human wizard. It says when an artifact you control enters, surveil 1. And at the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more artifacts, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Then, if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power.
Hmm.
Pretty
I did
cool.
just pull that Ugin.
It is pretty cool.
And Ugin cares about colorless spells, and artifacts are colorless.
I can see this being a thing.
Mm,
Board drains are pretty bad.
They are.
yes. War drains are. I mean, I love the fact that it says each opponent. That is such a strong piece of text because if it said target, I'm walking out of this room.
Well, if it says
I'm
target,
getting up.
yeah, you're bummed.
Mm-hmm. But I'd really be curious to see what you thought about this as a commander, but I'm going to save that for Commander Grades video. But as a card overall, I think this is pretty solid. I haven't really seen Dimir play with artifacts too often. It's usually a Azorius.
Yeah, I mean, I like this card a lot. I won't speak too much on it. Just like you said, spoiler for the Commander Grades video. I am very high on this card. I saw this spoiled earlier today, and I started brewing some things in my mind. So I'm very excited for this card.
Hey, we finally got a good Dimir card, huh, Steven?
Thank God, man.
It's been a while.
It's
It
been,
just
it's
took
been
a
a hot
seven. It
streak.
just took like $1,000 collector booster to make me realize that Final Fantasy was good, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Quick, easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that was the last rare. Let's go ahead and move on to the first uncommon, or should I say the only uncommon. They're spoiled today. This is Relentless X-ATM092. It is 6 mana for a 6/5 artifact creature robot spider. It says this creature can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. It also has an ability where you can just pay 8 and return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped with a finality counter on it.
Damn finality counter. Almost as cool.
I think this card is really cool.
Really?
Just this card is going to be very not blocked most of the time.
Yeah, but it's 6 mana, dude.
6 mana for a 6/5 that just gets in every time.
Well, 6
I'm
mana
here
for a
for it.
6/5 that sits here and does nothing there. And this seems really slow, dude. And then the finality counter kind of just kills it for me.
I mean, 6 mana 6/5. You're probably blocking people's things at this point because it's got a big enough butt.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
once you swing, you're getting in for 6 because blocking with 3 or more. It's a
yeah,
lot of blockers.
maybe in EDH, but feels way too slow for standard in my opinion.
Yeah, it's probably too slow for standard. Maybe good in limited too, because I don't know if a lot of people are gonna have a lot of creatures that can block this well enough. But
I don't think this is going to see standard play whatsoever.
no, I completely agree with you there.
Like with the amount of exile removal there is in standard right now, running rampant, and just like go for the throw. I mean, it just like no, you don't want this.
No.
Like you're spending 6 mana on your turn, and then you have to wait, and then hopefully be at 8 the following turn, and then you feel bad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say
Well,
it's okay.
let's go ahead and move on to some commons from today. This first one is another summon. It's Fat Chocobo. It's 4 and a green for a 4/4 enchantment creature saga bird. Its first lore counter says Wark, which means create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And the second, third, and fourth and final lore counter says Kerplunk, which means creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. That's a fat chocobo, Shane.
That's a fat chocobo, dude.
That is a fat common.
I
It
mean,
is.
it's
Here you go,
expensive,
Shane.
but, yeah,
More,
it's not.
more
It's not.
bird kindred.
I see that it's there. It's just this is just too expensive for me. I know that it's a common, but I mean, maybe for just like the flavor fun, I could play it.
It is 5 mana
yeah.
for a 4/4 and a 2/2 that grows.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It seems like a
Listen,
limited
Shane,
bomb.
you play your bird deck. Have
I'm
fun
gonna.
with that.
Hey, I know you got
Hey.
burned by birds, but this could be a real fun bird deck.
This could be, let's be honest. This could be a finisher because you're giving your board trample for 3 turns in a row.
You're not wrong.
So,
But
hey,
this gets played, and then that's when your opponents cast their board wipes, and you're just like, well,
there
cool.
goes my birds.
No more birds.
No more birds.
All right. Let's move on to another summon then. It's another Chocobo. This is Choco/Mog. It's 2 and a white for a 3/3 enchantment creature, Saga Bird Moogle. Its first, second, third, and fourth lore counter are all the same. It's got Stampede. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn.
It's
A little
like
anthem effect
that's very
and,
strange.
that sticks around for 4 turns, and it's
Yeah.
also on a creature.
Aren't there better anthem effects that just stick around forever?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. This is
Yeah.
why this is a
War
common.
leaders
Shane.
call.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
a lot, dude.
This is a common.
It's a cool
We are
flavor.
talking
Yeah.
about commons today
I know.
because
Okay, I know.
we are winding down for spoiler season, and every card we're talking about today, that's all of the cards they announced for today.
Cool.
So only 9 for the whole day. But yeah, this is cool. I mean, comment down below, letting us know if there's any I don't know, subtext to this.
How about let me know what the hell a Moogle is.
That's a good one. What's a Moogle?
I don't know.
It's a Choco
It's
and
that thing.
It's that thing,
Yep.
yeah, but what is that thing? A mouse?
I don't know.
Got
We
bat
just saw it
wings.
holding up the big bird in the last one. They're friends, I
It's
guess.
a very confusing animal. Anyways.
Let's move on to the final card we're talking about today.
Pot of
This is just-
Greed.
It's yep, magic pot. 3 mana for a 1/4 artifact creature goblin construct. It says when this creature dies, you create a treasure token. You also pay 2, tap this, exile a card from a graveyard.
Okay.
Not terrible.
I cast Pot of Greed. I draw 3 cards.
I like it's a little effect that just eats people's graveyard. This would be
Give me
pretty
elixir.
good when it pretty good when it comes to an omniscience in
All right.
standard right now.
Call me crazy.
Ew. Just ew.
And I already hear Riley in the back of my head, and they're yelling at me because they're like, "Don't say it. This isn't true." But I really like this card.
Yeah, you're crazy. I was trying to just like kind of talk it up a little bit. This card's not good. This is 3 mana, Steven, for a 1/4.
This is 3 mana for a 1/4 that you can tap for mana and then make a treasure token on top of that.
You don't tap for any mana.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like 2 different lines of text.
You got tricked by the pot
This
of...
card sucks.
Ah.
That's better. You got tricked.
Yeah, I got tricked. But if I could cast this and draw 3 cards, that'd be great.
True.
Yeah, that would be great. But
That would be
doesn't
Pot of
say
Greed.
that. So this card is not great, unfortunately. But that's why it's a common. You gotta just put some not great cards every once in a while. And hey, if you are an artifact deck, this might be pretty good because it fills that slot of replacing itself with another artifact once it dies, and also just eats graveyards for those reanimation strategies. So maybe it isn't that bad.
Yeah, put this
But-
in your Golbez deck.
There you go. But that is going to do it for us today. Quick, easy, to the point. We are winding down Final Fantasy. But if you like this video, hit the like button as a reminder and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all the content we're putting out. And comment down below. What was your guys' favorite card we talked about today? Comment all of the lore behind Final Fantasy. Always interested to hear more about this game that I do not know anything about. But before we wrap up, let's talk about our favorite cards today. We will start with Shane. Shane, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, dude, the one that I can't say. Summon Brynhildr.
Brynhildr?
Brynhildr?
That one.
All right, summon Brynhildr. That's a good one. Steven, do you have a favorite?
Golbez, Crystal Collector.
Uh-huh.
Golbez.
What about you?
I'm gonna go with the Masamune. That's the legendary artifact equipment. I think that card is pretty cool. Definitely go into the Sepheroth deck, but also any aristocrat strategy.
Pretty clutch.
But yeah, check the links in the description below as well, and check out all of our social media. We got a bunch follows on those too, especially that Instagram one, because not only do we post all of the ones that we talk about in the videos, if you missed anything that we didn't talk about, they're all on our Instagram. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please click the link in the description as well and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Aaron Hill.
Brian Gagniella.
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner.
Dr. Rome.
Jimmy Ward,
Kevo.
Larry Killian.
Thrifty PSGR.
And William Colombo.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Did you guys catch the Easter egg in the last video?
Bye-bye.